बरोबर म्हणटात. आयच्या दिसाक म्हजे बरोबर आमचे केपेंचे आमदार बाब एल्टोने कोस्ता, तशेंच बोलीम नगरपालिकाचे अध्यक्ष बाब लँड्री, काँग्रेस पक्षाचे ब्लॉकाचे अध्यक्ष बाब आशीष दरोना, आमचे वॉर्ड काउन्सिलर बाय जमीरा, बाय रेखा, एडवोकेट स्वप्नील, बाब सावियो आनी जीन. पयले सुवातेर I would like to highlight first of all on the communal tension that was prevailing in the state. And I believe that the BJP's blueprint about for this communal tension, this has been foiled by our harmonious Goenka. जे प्रयत्न करताले आमकां डिवायड करपाक, ते हूंय ना हूंय गोंयकारांक हांव शाबासकी दिता जावं आमची ही पीस मेंटेन केले म्हणून for our brotherhood that was maintained within all the communities of जावं Hindu, Christian, जावं Muslim भाव. Together, जे attempt that were made by the RSS and the BJP to divide Goenkar हूंय ना हूंय and create tensions. हांव शाबासकी दिता गोंयकारांक that they understood the ploy of the BJP, the way these diversionary tactics were made. And a divergence from land deals, convergence, selling Madhai. Today itself I have also tweeted on the way some environmentalists in Karnataka have also highlighted on the repercussions and the disastrous way of how the ecology will fail on Khalsa Bandura project being diverted. And यो tactic पडे हाय जातीमध्ये धर्मामध्ये फूट घालपाक हें म्हाका दिसता बीजेपीच्या it is within the party and they play this time and over again. The BJP is heartless. When I say heartless, the example is Manipur. The Prime Minister did not even visit Manipur when there was so much of violence. Manipur issue was so serious at that time. म्हाका याद जाता that the opposition MLAs had protested and we had asked the Honorable Speaker that he should give us a chance to speak की जे मणिपूर जाला ते गोंय जावपा ना म्हणून हांव सदांच उलयतालो. आनी जेन्ना आमकां त्या टायमाक we had to boycott a session as well. उमके demands येयल्ले, ते demands I think it was education demands we had to boycott because what can the government learn is what we as MLAs need to debate. And that situation Manipur and गोंय जावचें न्हू हांव गोंयचे सायबा कडेनूय मागता. आनीक जे आज सुरवातेक म्हाका दिसता the police have to focus on the arrest of Velinkar for the statements that he made were purposely made knowing that the exposition is just around the corner. They should lead by example. Anik I have read that several cases have been put on citizens. I believe that these cases should be withdrawn. I also condemn the attack on journalists, on the way these things were taken place, on the way a lathi charge was initiated on a journalist, Amso Bab Santosh. Rightly also zali. And I believe that Guj has also condemned that particular thing. Ana we ask for peace among the people to prevail within the state, and I am happy that Makadista Goenkar आमची मध्ये जे communal harmony part घालपाक जे सोदताय, it is an appeal from me personally, from all of us, that we should live and protect our peace and harmony. The issue, another one issue that is very important is you all know about the Kumpolim industrial estate. आणि जेन्ना हो इश्यू आमी घेतलो, पर्सनली आय वेंट ऑन द सायट आनी जेन्ना पयलोच आमदार जालो त्या टायमाचो आतां 40 वर्सां हांव झगडटां. म्हजे बराबर आमचे सिटीजन जे हिंगा आहाय, आमचे जे सिटीजन आहाय जावं भावी जावं दुसरे सगळे आमचे उगडकार जावं चेअरपर्सन हिंगा सगळे जे आहाय, वी आर फायटींग अ बॅटल. And this battle I would like to highlight certain things on the way. Jenna ami gele tya वेळार थिंगा certain observations we found during COVID that most of the COVID cases were within the jurisdiction, within the Kumpolim industrial estate. Lungs were weak. A lot of cancer and other diseases have happened due to this red category industry. आतां पयले सुवातेर जें म्हाका दिसता हांव सदांच म्हणटा की there seems to be a culprit, and this government is the main culprit for doing these settings, for doing these understandings, basically with these industrialists who are basically here to spoil the peace and the health of Kongolkars. Fish mill plant padhay, जे थिंगा ऑपरेट करता, they are about 10. आणि मेन जो इश्यू हा ETP म्हणटा तो plant is mandatory. This ETP plant today, if you see, it is shocking that most of these ETP plants are not working. When consent to operate or establish is given to a particular industry, they have to make sure that जे सूरेज आणि जे उदकाचे जे आमकां discharge जाता, this discharge of water is left openly in the drains, and this was seen inspectionak jenna ami gele personally. This water was seen moving in the river, moving into river Sal. त्या वेळाचो IDC चो field manager आमचे केपेचे आमदारूय आशिल्ले, he didn't know from where this water is coming. So much amount of discharge, polluting. This is a polluting itself is a criminal offense. Ada I demand that these consents have to be basically terminated, cancelled. Kelly, there's operations of 5 industries. When we intervened, the collector issued under natural disaster. AJ under notices were sent, but it is shocking to see the way these things have been settled. A mere 7,000 rupees fine, and just 7,000 rupees एक fine घातल्या for them causing this criminal offense. And I पहिले सांगलोलें की this should not be just a mere eyewash. Time and over again, या pollutionाचे म्हाका इतले वर्सां जालीं. Why are these polluting units not taken to task when they are violating norms of basically endangering the people? And udo सोडप, ते उदो ड्रेनेजींतल्यान डायरेक्ट इतले लिटर कुसलो उदो वास माता. आणि या सरकारान जेन्ना आमी नोटीस दिली तेन्ना येले बंद केले. पोत ह्यो इंडस्ट्री स्टार्ट जाले, 3-4 दीस जाल्यो आणि आमच्या गांवांत सार कुसलो नुस्त्या वास येता. बेसिकली तिका जात कितें की जे सराउंडिंग रिवर्स एरियाज दॅट आर देर आर कंप्लिटली पोल्युटेड. इन्सुलेटेड जे ट्रक येताय दॅट हॅव टू बी इन्सुलेटेड, ते घाण आख्खी रस्त्या वयर सोडटाय. ट्रक थिंगा सारके इन्सुलेटेड नाही, थिंगा तें चोवपाक एकलोय कोण मनीस ना. सरकाराले जेन्ना एक्सप्लेनेशन आमी दिलें की ETP चलनाय म्हणून, सरकार म्हणटा कॉमन ETP ते घालपाक सोदताय, मंत्री म्हणटा कॉमन ETP घालपाक सोदताय. ना कॉमन ETP तुमी सांगाय म्हाका. हाऊ कॅन स्टील, हाऊ कॅन फिश and all these other plastic production be treated in the same common ETP? It is the duty that these ETP plants have to be functional separately. It is a failure. Just 2 days after these plants have been started, again the stink, again this water has been left out, and basically people are left to suffer. Aaj jenna sewage ji hoita, it is shocking to see the sewage. Jenna ek plant ha, every plant has to be designed that they treat the sewage in their own unit. It is a criminal offense to take that sewage out of your unit and dump it elsewhere. Tankers are moving day in day out to take that sewage and treat it where? Where is this sewage being treated? Is it being dumped? म्हाका तरी तो इनपुट जो मेळा, it is being dumped in Naveli and हुंय sewage plant आयता. This is a criminal offense. There has been instances where this government has transported water in this sewage transport करता उदो लोकांक सप्लाय करपाक. सो हेजेर कांयच म्हाका दिसता this is completely a criminal offense. You cannot treat sewage water, you cannot take it out. But the way this thing has been transported, the government lacks the efficiency because of this fixing understanding with the government. आता उदो जे जेन्ना भायर सोदा, ground water जे contamination जाला, across the constituency has to be checked again. भायर जे pollute जाले across the constituency, हे जे पड येता setting करपाक मनीस, या इंडस्ट्रीन तू चेक करता, पण इंडस्ट्री भायर आमच्या गांवांत कित परिस्थिती आहा. Because what we find is that high biological oxygen, and there are traces of chemical oxygen demand, and high nutrient content like nitrate and phosphate. Nitrate and phosphate. This is basically found due to this fish industry. And fish industry, if you see, this process is called eutrophication. Eutrophication can be seen all these areas were green because of this presence of nitrate and phosphate. शेतां जरी तर हें गेलें शेत सगळें कुसलें. हो सरकाराक पळोवंक ना, तो आयडीसी मॅनेजराक ते दिसा आमी सांगलें बंद कर. तो म्हणूंक लागलो खंयच्यान उदो येता तें खबर ना. सो हें कितें चलना. This is like a big criminal offense needs to be put. Eutrophication जो process जाता, I believe that there has to be an audit. 7,812 रुपया आणि 1 लाखाची गॅरंटी. हें कितें दाखोवन दिता? हें दाखोवन दिता की पान दुडू हें चोणे कशें हेका ही फायन घातलेली आहा. आतां रुपया व्हॅल्यू आमगे देंवला. रुपया व्हॅल्यू जेन्ना देंवला, म्हाका तरी दिसता थोडेचे जे आमदार मंत्री आहा ते युरोन हें कोताय अंडरस्टँडींग सेटिंगा. आनी थोडे पोर्तुगीज नागरिकूय आहाय हितू. सो हे युरोन सेटलमेंट करपाचे हे भोंवताय हेका हांव सांगपाक सोदतां. कुंकोळकारा तूं यू डोंट टेक देम फॉर ग्रांटेड. This is, I believe, I have been telling the government so many times there will be a law and order situation. आता हे बॅगाचे राजकारण हे बंद जावपाक जाय. कोण ही बॅग घेता? 7,812 रुपया for the turnover that they have is hundreds of crores. They are not bothered. And the minister is saying that next time strict action will be taken, they will be terminated. Why didn't you take an action now? How many notices have been sent to these people? How many times we have to speak about it in the assembly? Dusre, it is shocking to see some brands, John Paul म्हणून. आता this whiskey o कितें पिल्यार सोऱ्या आल्या माल्या कितें माडा माल्या माल फ्लेवर येता. आनी हितून जी सिंगल मॉल्ट कंपनीज renowned all over the world, हितून कितें गार्बेज or टॉक्सिक वेस्ट आहा काय कितें. हांव कित्याक म्हणटा, हेजे भायर एक खजाना आहलो. खजाना म्हळ्यार न्हंय अशी. हे टॉक्सिक वेस्ट इज जस्ट approximately close to this particular industry. And their borewell or what water they are using is untreated water. Illegal tankers are been moving. What type of water has been put mixed in that whiskey or scotch or single malt? हांव सोर केन्ना पिलना. पण म्हाका खबर आहा की हे सोऱ्या वयले हे जे भुंयाव हे थोडे आमदारांक गेले, थोडे मनशांक गेले, ते चॅक करचे, प्रेसांनी चॅक करचे कोणाय घराचे भुंयाव बियाव आहाय ते सोऱ्याचे, हे जॉन पॉलाचे, हे पावलो आहाय. हे मनशांक हांव वॉर्न करता की तुमी जे ही सेटिंग अंडरस्टँडींग करताय, वी विल एक्सपोज युअर हाऊ कॅन समथींग, एंड दिस इज अ मेजर हेल्थ इश्यू. आतां ऑडिटर्स जेन्ना येताय, हे ऑडिटर्स येताय फॅक्टरी भितरूच वयताय. There has to be a comprehensive audit. I demand that this audit has to be done comprehensively within the grievances of the community. Air pollution aje jenna boluytna, AQI, Air Quality Index Monitor. Reply is shocking. It is a red category industry. Tinga check korpak Air Quality Index Monitor nahi. Kitल्यो meeting गेल्यो, मुख्यमंत्री कडे meeting गेल्यो, सगळे डिपार्टमेंट गेल्यो, आज गाताय फाल गाताय, आणि कितले pollution तिंगा जाता. आणि मेन म्हणटाय ते हेंगेले प्रोडक्शन इनक्रीज करपाक आणि प्रॉफिट वाडपाक. रातच्या दिसाक हे ब्लॅक सूट म्हणटाय ते हे दुसरे ब्लॅक सुटा मनीस न्हू हिंग येताले ते. हे ब्लॅक सूट सारको सोकला देंवता रातच्या वेळार. चिमनीज आर लेफ्ट, कांय तेंगे फिल्टरेशन जायना, कांय ना, फॉर देअर प्रोडक्शन टू इनक्रीज. दिस इज अ मेजर कॉज ऑफ क्लायमेट चेंज ऑल अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड. आणि कोविडाच्या वेळार कितले आमचे नेबरिंग लोक गेले. सो दिस इज अ व्हेरी सिरियस इश्यू. ऑरेंज फॉक्स म्हणटा ती एक कंपनी बिचोले आहा, एक कंपनी कुंकोड आहा, आणि एक जीएसटी विथ डिफरंट नेम. हे आम्ही विधानसभेन उलयल्ले. 1 लाख टन प्रोडक्शन जाले विदाउट एन्व्हायरमेंटल क्लिअरन्स. आणि द सेम जीएसटी नंबर प्रोडक्शन हॅज बीन शोन फ्रॉम बिचोलीम बॉन्ड आहा. हिंगा EC ना, and this unit is being operating. So this is a mafia raj. ये जेन्ना आमी इशू काढा ये बॅक घेवन तेका मेळटा. सो हे म्हाका दिसता दिस इश्यूज ऑफ GST लॉस थिंगा कितले प्रोडक्शन जाता विथ द वे द अमाउंट ऑफ कंजम्पशन ऑफ पावर उमके स्टील प्रोडक्शन जावपाक जाय. GSTचे थिंगा वे ब्रिज ना, सरकाराक कांयच पडोंक ना. सेटिंग फ्रॉम द इंडस्ट्रियल इस्टेट अप टू द चेक पोस्ट हेंका कोणाकूच कांय पडोंक ना. एग्रीकल्चर लँड आमगेलो हिंगा बाब अविराज ना आनी आमगे सगळे chairperson bhi noticed that, you know, that they are now deep into agricultural land. Industrial estate for mark kela. There's buyer also on other agricultural land and engele production. And this has been stopped. Municipality acted, they have been issued notice and it has been stopped. Aaj maga dista another one major condition, safety of labor. As per the IDC strict, every industry has been given कि तुकडे थिंगा labor दोनों जायने. For rest is okay. But एक industry जे जेन्ना रेड पडली labor and department आचे, labor department आम जेन्ना पत्र बरयले आमका labor ministeraन सांगिल्ले 400-500 लोक एक इंडस्ट्रीन न्हिदताय रावताय इंगेली storage हुंय येता. There are reports that drugs is been moving. Drugs is readily accessible. There are reports of human trafficking that is happening in these industries. So these are very, very serious things that I am stating because there are reports how this labor is living there, in what condition, have the TCP approved these buildings, whatever structures are there. All these needs to be looked at. The labor minister needs to act. Basically, Jenna death zali, factory and boiler, major death zali has happened in Kunkulim Industrial Estate. Major deaths of the 54 odd deaths in the last 5 years, half of it has happened in Kunkulim Industrial Estate. And where and how are these labor allowed to? There is no law, there is no provision. Let the industry minister take them otherwise in his constituency. What provides them, these industry people? Why are they being given this treatment at the helm of a JM ke Kumbol Karak Trust? Waste